Geographers use the geographic thinking concepts to frame issues and topics they are studying. The 4 geographic thinking concepts are spatial significance, patterns and trends, interrelationships, and geographic perspectives. Geographic perspectives include social perspectives, economic perspectives, environmental perspectives, and political perspectives. Geographers use these thinking concepts to organize information about the world around them, to either solve problems or to understand the interactions that are happening within the natural and human environments and the space that they share. Let's investigate the 4 geographic thinking concepts more in depth. Spatial significance. Everyone and everything have a location. Right now, you are sitting in your geography classroom. It has a room number. Your school has a mailing address. And the phone in your backpack might be set to share your specific location with your parents or friends. But what makes a particular place or region important? Geographers explore connections between location and the physical characteristics that are there. Geographers ask questions like, why is it there? How did it get there? Why should I care why it is there? What is the relationship between the natural and human components of this place? Every place has spatial significance. When we think about where we live, our homes have an address that is specific to that place. We not only can use our home address to locate it, but we can also use specific longitude and latitude coordinates to find our homes as well. In fact, we can use longitude and latitude to pinpoint anything on the Earth's surface. Geographers think about the world by understanding why places are significant. Niagara Falls is spatially significant for a variety of reasons. It is one of the most well-known and favorite waterfalls in the world. It played a key role in historical events such as the War of 1812 and the Underground Railroad. It plays a vital role as a source of hydroelectric power. Millions of people come to visit it each year, which brings economic benefits to the area. The playground, sports field, or community mailbox in your neighborhood all have spatial significance. These locations are planned to support the population living close to them. When developing a town or city, urban planners design transportation networks, recreational and green spaces, as well as commercial zoned areas around residential spaces. The Western Cordillera, also known as the Rocky Mountains, have spatial significance because of how plate tectonics form them. The converging of the Pacific and North American plate created the Western Cordillera. This mountain range is spatially significant because of the natural resources that are found there. Minerals such as gold, silver, zinc, copper, and lead are all located in the Western Cordillera. Fossil fuels such as gas, coal, and oil are also found there. Timber, grasslands, and fish are also located in the Western Cordillera. Patterns and trends. Geographers use patterns and trends to think about the world around them and how it is changing over time. Geographers use data to monitor, navigate, and predict changes in the natural environment, which are often caused by human actions and behaviors. What is a pattern? A pattern is something that repeats itself in nature or in the human environment. For example, the way houses are arranged in a community, or the way mountains are arranged on the Earth's crust. What is a trend? A trend is a characteristic or trait that is consistent over a particular period in a specific place. An example of this is urbanization and the changes we see with development of cities and towns over time. Geographers use patterns and trends to explore different issues. Geographers can look at how glaciers and ice caps are disappearing and relate that information to climate change. We can use information about wildfires and drought to also understand the effects of climate change. Immigration and population statistics allow us to understand how and why people are coming and going from countries and where they are moving to and from. We can also use information about traffic patterns to understand how people are moving about a city. In your own neighborhood, you may notice a pattern of how streetlights are placed or how trash cans are arranged on a trail for people to dispose of their trash. These are simple ways that patterns and trends are found in our human environments. Interrelationships. Interrelationships are the ways in which two or more things intersect and interact with each other. Geographers use interrelationships in three different ways. Geographers look at how humans interact with nature, they look at how nature interacts with humans, and they also look at how humans interact with other humans. The natural environment affects humans, and humans affect the natural environment. These interrelationships can be both positive and negative. It is important for geographers to understand these relationships so that they can plan for and resolve issues. Examples such as preparing for natural disasters, minimizing the causes of pollution, and choosing appropriate crops to plant are all related to this thinking concept. Sometimes there are disastrous connections between humans and the natural environment. Natural disasters such as flooding, hurricanes, and ice storms all demonstrate an interrelationship between humans and the natural environment. Unfortunately, these often come with severe consequences, such as damage to infrastructure and loss of human life. Looking for connections between the natural environment and human systems and analyzing what is happening helps us understand the impacts our actions have on the physical environment. Geographers can use this information to solve the negative impacts of these relationships. An example of this is the overpasses and underpasses created in Banff National Park. The first overpass was built in 1982 and was meant to decrease the number of animal collisions on the highway. These collisions are down 80% because of finding a way to address this negative interrelationship. All types of animals in the park use these pathways to safely cross over or under the highway. These also allow scientists to gather data about the animals that are using them. Geographic perspective. C. Social, economic, environmental, and political. Geography issues can be seen from four main perspectives, called C. Social perspectives are how the issues affect people. This could include housing, employment, education, healthcare, etc. Environmental perspectives are focused on how the issues relate to the natural world. Economic perspectives relate to how money is involved in the issue. And finally, political perspectives involve how government and laws play a role in the issue. Understanding the various perspectives within an issue helps geographers to thoroughly understand the complexity of an issue. The growing concern of wildfires that happen in Canada are a good example of how we can frame geographic perspectives. We understand that there are many social implications of wildfires, such as evacuation plans, loss of homes, loss of life, injuries, and time away from work, including many more. We see implications on the environment from wildfires of the loss of habitat, the destruction of ecosystems, as well as damage to the forest structure. We understand there are many economic impacts, including the cost of firefighting, the cost of community evacuations, the cost of insurance claims, and replacement cost of the items that have been damaged or destroyed. And we know that there are political factors involved when it comes to emergency management planning, the engagement of the levels of government, and the support agencies who are all involved. All of these perspectives need to be considered when dealing with wildfires and the fallout from them. Current issues of garbage disposal, wastewater management, affordable housing, food insecurity, climate change, and resource management can all be framed by using geographic perspectives. Geographers use the geographic thinking concepts to frame issues. Understanding these thinking concepts can help you to understand local, national, and global issues.